Hello, welcome to Liz Rocks and Stuff. I'm Liz, and it is time for episode 88 of What's in My Tumbler. This is going to be a short and probably fairly boring episode because all I'm doing is starting my tumblers back up. So in the last episode, I shut everything down, and so now I'm starting it all back up. So the first thing we're going to do is open up each of these barrels. We're going to pour a little bit of the water out so that the water level is where it is appropriate for tumbling. This is Obsidian, so it's going to get a tablespoon of borax and a tablespoon of stage 3. This was previously tumbled through stage 2, so I'm going to start this batch up and get it going into stage 3. So this should be done in a couple of weeks. Kind of excited. I do have, I think, one more batch of Obsidian to do. Next, we're going to go to Walk in the Park. And by the way, at the end of this, I'm also going to do a recap of the Fossick subscription box now that I've had time to actually look at it and think about it. So we're going to go through that at the end of this episode. So Walk in the Park is flower agate and pigeon blood jasper, and it is going into final polish this week. It's finally almost done. Get to see what this all looks like next week. So a tablespoon of borax, 3 tablespoons of stage 4 grit, and then this is ready to go on the tumbler. Also, reminder to do your maintenance on your tumblers. One of mine was having a little bit of trouble starting up this morning. I oil mine not nearly as often as you're supposed to, but it just did not want to start rolling this morning, and I had to kind of give it a bit of time with some oil, and it seems to be going now, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. All right, Smokey and the Bandit. This is rutilated quartz and smoky quartz. Again, dump out the water. This is in stage 2 going into stage 3, so it's going to get a tablespoon of borax and then 3 tablespoons of stage 3 grit. And then it is ready to go. Very excited for how this is. The rutilated quartz looks really pretty, and I'm hoping that it shines up nicely and you can see all the little golden streaks through it. I think it'll turn out pretty nice. And then, so this is going into stage 3, and I needed to touch up the label on this one. But now purple people eater. This is red and blue tiger's eye. And it is in stage 1, going into stage 2. This, I believe, if I remember correctly, some of the pieces were maybe not ready for stage 2, but most of it was, so I went ahead and just pushed it all through so that I had a full enough barrel. There's also some aquarium gravel in here that I threw in to just take up some room, but this is going to get a tablespoon of borax and 3 tablespoons of stage 2 grit, and it is ready to go. There's lots of opening and closing barrels in this video. It really is pretty short because it doesn't take much to start these things back up after a break. So getting into the We Fossick. I did do an unboxing video. It was very short, but I wanted to go into more depth of what is actually in this box. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out here is the A+ Texas petrified wood. I've tumbled petrified wood before, but this is way better quality than what I've gotten. The colors in this are magnificent. I think it's going to be amazing. You can see the grain, the wood grain. I'm very excited to see how this turns out. So excited about this petrified wood. The next thing we got is Texas seam agate, which I've never tumbled before. And I'm going to pull up and wet the surface of some of these so that you can kind of see, but the banding is really cool looking. So I'm excited to get these tumbled so you can kind of see more of the detail in there. I think the colors are really going to pop. Very excited about this Texas seam agate. There's one piece in here that has a lot of yellow in it, which yellow rocks are kind of cool looking, you know, especially when they're truly, truly yellow and not just iron stained. And then the last, I'm very excited about this. This is the purite, which I think I'm saying that right. I might be saying it wrong. But this scares me because it is the same hardness as fluorite, which I do not have a good track record with, but it is harder than shungite, which I have had some pretty good success with. I've seen pictures of this stuff tumbled, and it looks amazing. So I'm hoping I can do this justice. I'm not sure how I'm going to tumble it yet, if I'm going to try and tumble it with some fluorite or if I'm going to try and tumble it by itself. Yet to be seen. But anyway, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great New Year's. And thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week.